What does it tell you about your team to rally from 9 down in the second half to beat a team of this caliber?
It just shows, that we're battle tested. This team, one of the toughest teams I've ever been around, and it just shows a lot of character about who we are individually, but collectively as well. And I think we showcased that tonight.
Jerry, what did it feel like getting your 1,000th point, or did you even know because the game was so tight and I assume you weren't paying attention to the scoreboard?
I knew going into it, but once the game got going, I was just trying to play my game and just, win the game. That was really what I was focusing on, just win.
Did you hear the announcement?
Yeah, I heard it.
Jaquan?
Great game, guys, especially for the Kadary. You seem to be taking a whole turn scoring on multiple UConn defenders. Did you study how to score them from watching film?
Just the last night I was watching film at D-Cope, and he was just telling me to take my time when I get in there and see the floor, and I'll be able to score and make a play.
Kadary, have you ever been in a zone like that where you had 17 straight points, and then obviously the career high 27 overall?
I haven't been in a zone like that. Today was the first day I broke out and got loose, and it felt good.
And then for teammates, is it just one of those where you just give them the ball and let them go?
Oh, absolutely, man. When a guy's going like that, man, you got to give him the ball. We've seen stretches in practice where Kadary is taking over practice, just with his ball skills and his playmaking ability. So, for him to do it actually, scoring the ball, it was a sight to see.
Jerry, can you take us through the play with 2 seconds left when you stole the ball from Martin and then got the loose ball right in front of him?
So I saw that they were trying to run a little play, and then the play got broken up, and then I saw Tyrese Martin was trying to ISO or call for a screen, and I saw when he started dribbling, he bobbled it just a little bit, and that's when I started to say I was going to be a little bit more aggressive, and Ike did a great job of, hedging out really hard, and I just, took my opportunity and stole the ball.
When the ball goes on the ground here, it's you and Tyrese Martin diving for the ball. What's going through your head there?
Oh, man, I got to get it. If I don't get it, the game's over. So, because the jump ball arrow was in favor of Connecticut, so I knew I had to get that one.
Myles, what does it mean to cement such a legacy achievement with your games played here at Seton Hall? Just outstanding.
Yeah, it's an honor, I'm blessed to even be in this position that I am now, because of the whole COVID year and things like that. So it worked in my favor, and I just did it through hard work throughout my whole 5 years here, and I'm glad I can be stamped in Seton Hall history.
So Myles, on that same vein, with this whole COVID situation, you might have a record that will never be broken. Is that special for you?
Yeah, it's special to me. It's something that I'll look back on and always remember. And it's just something that's special.
I think it was cool also that Michael Enzi was also calling the game on the radio today.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's my boy.
John, second half, you guys pushed the tempo. Cut a lot of the back screen out. You guys kind of settled in. What was the difference between the first half and the second half as far as the tempo?
Just getting settled in within the game. Sometimes you come out a little lethargic, just trying to figure out how the team exactly plays. And I think in the second half, we had a good halftime talk about, picking up the tempo and kind of just getting more locked in defensively. And I think we were more connected a little bit in the second half.
Guys, what do you think of the atmosphere here? If you could answer that, you had a huge crowd. The place was going nuts. You're on Fox National TV. What was it like, the stage?
Yeah, the fans were great. Every time we come to the Prudential, they bring and support as much as they can. A lot of students couldn't come today because of the whole we're in Christmas break still, so they didn't come back yet. So, but other than that, the fans were great, and we love it every time we step in here.
Kadary, how do you? I know that was some hell of a performance. How do you keep that going and play like that level, in future games?
Just keep getting better day by day and working hard in practice and having confidence in myself and the guys that's on the court with me.
Guys, every visiting coach who comes in here says the same thing. Seton Hall has a lot of weapons. They have a lot of guys who can beat you. How do you guys work that out among yourselves? Because there's only one ball. How do you work that out in order to maximize that in a game like this?
I'm pretty sure we're all well aware of that too, because we practice with each other every day. And I think we all see how much talent that we actually have on the court. So, just, trusting each other, I think is big, being able to trust the fact that Kadary can have a game like this, that Myles could have a breakout game, that any day it could be anybody on the team, and I think that's huge. And I think that's going to catapult us to, going deep in the tournament this year.
Couple more, Brian.
For any of you guys, what type of a monster effort defensively did it take in the second half? Because it seemed like they were hitting, shot after shot, especially from three. So collectively, what it took defensively to, hold them off.
That's what we harp on the most is defense. So we talked about it in halftime, and we tried to figure things out, and we knew we had to defend the three-point line a little better in the second half. So we went out and did that. Coach wanted us to be a little bit more active. He said we were a little soft on the pick and rolls, and we weren't getting up in them as much as they were towards us. So it was just a couple things that we talked about at halftime that really helped us out during the second half.
Jared, what's the mindset? You're down 9. Myles has 4 fouls and is sitting. Yetton is not playing. And yet you guys, and Aiken is hurt and isn't in the game, and yet you come back down 9. What kind of mindset do you have, and what does that say about the team?
The mindset is always just to keep chipping away, in that moment. I've been a part of so many Seton Hall games where we've been down 9 or 10. So kind of in those situations, I'm not really panicking that much because I know, especially in the Big East, the game's about runs, So we were just bound to go on our run, and it wasn't too big of a deal, to be honest. I knew we just had to weather the storm and play our game, and we would be fine.
Last one, Jared.
Yes, Myles, I know, you're the defensive stopper on the perimeter. You fouled out of the game. You're watching. I want to ask you your perspective on Jared's steal and strip on that last possession.
Oh, yeah, that was great. I was just talking about it in the locker room. That was the game. That was the play of the game to me. Just because it's a winning play, and, those plays are the reasons why we win and we go far, and we're here now. Those are the type of plays we harp on and talk about the most. It's the little things, not really the big things that make up the games.
I got that from him.
All right, guys. Coach is waiting outside.
Thanks a lot, guys.
I appreciate it.